Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Awaken Truth with Kymberly on Be the Light Radio, where we learn to live in harmony, one breath at a time. Hello, and welcome everyone to Awaken Truth on Be the Light Radio. I am Kymberly, and I will be your host every week. Before we begin, I want to thank you for tuning in live or in the archives to spend the next half hour with me. In today's episode, we'll be discussing listening to intuition, something we forget to often do. And after that, I will be guiding you through a meditation to learn how to listen to our intuition. My hope is that you discover something new or something positive about yourself, the show, or anything else that will enhance your well-being. A few things to know before we continue. The call-in phone number to listen live is 646-915-8288. And if you're listening online and happen to encounter any technical difficulties, you can always call the number and listen through the phone. I want to remind you that every episode will be divinely guided with inspirational messages, guided meditations, intuitive guidance, and many other exciting topics that help assist you on your own journey to self-discovery, awakening, and also to uniting global consciousness. So, Be the Light Radio will be the main station that hosts a few other weekly shows like Conscious Awakening with Alania and Through the Looking Glass with Janet Lee, both beautiful and fantastic ladies, great shows, so tune into those. If you do have some time, just check out their archives. And these shows will be available live, again, or in the archives, as well as my own show, Awaken Truth with Kymberly. The Be the Light Radio team will consist of natural healers, motivational speakers, and sacred warriors that will share their own profound wisdom and insight with all of us. Also, in a few weeks, once I get to the studio here in front of me, there will be an opportunity at the end of the session to receive phone calls from listeners, and also there will be a chat available so you could ask questions, we could have a discussion, and hopefully I'll be able to answer as many questions as possible at that time. So to get started, let's just examine what is intuition. Intuition, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. For instance, you might call it your instincts, your inner voice. There's many other words, your inner knowing, your nudge, your compass, that gut feeling, your mother's intuition, that hunch, whatever you want to call it. It's a sensation that appears just quickly and in your consciousness, that innate feeling, that ability to know something directly and without any analytical reasoning. Now, what is an example of this? Let me talk, let me catch my breath. And how will this intuition, what does this mean to you listening to your intuition, and what is it called, all these different things? We use it in our daily lives, especially in our relationships with our spouse, with our significant other. We have loved ones, family, kids, friends, coworkers, and our bosses. And we forget to listen to our intuition when it comes to interactions with them. We have sometimes these expectations or these issues that we bring into these relationships, older, new relationships, and older, new expectations or issues with mistrust. You might bring some old baggage from your childhood, from a divorce or an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or some bad habits that you picked up in communicating with those loved ones and your friends. There might also be these limiting beliefs that you have, these feelings of unworthiness, perhaps low self-esteem, resentment. Negativity seems to creep in sometime, and also fear. So listening to your intuition sometimes this helps. This helps really to be honest with yourself on why these relationships might be having some issues, why you might not be happy or uncomfortable. Doesn't mean that you go quit your job or end a relationship because something doesn't feel right, that gut feeling. I mean, sometimes it just takes time to go within, to take a few breaths, to go into meditation, and it doesn't have to take a long time. It could just be enough to center your energy and really open up your heart to being honest with yourself. This is hard for some of us. I know I'm still learning to be honest with myself. So when I do that, I have to go within and really ask questions, just hard questions. Some are easy, but sometimes just taking the time to take a breath and listen is good enough. Sometimes you think the other person is the problem or they're the issue. And if you look back in your past relationships, in your career, in your jobs, maybe you quit or you left because you didn't get along with your coworkers or bosses. Sometimes, I know it's hard to think about this, but you might be the common denominator in all this. You might have walls up, or you might be stepping back and not including yourself. You might not be voicing or communicating your true feelings, and you might not even know. You might honestly not know what those feelings are. You're just reacting. You're just feeling like something is wrong and you don't like it. Perhaps they crossed over a boundary and you don't realize it. But first we have to go within and figure out what it is that really bothered you about that interaction, about the conversation, that person. And are you really open to receiving? Are you saying you want something from your relationship or this conversation or situation, but you're not being honest that you are receiving it? You're just not being open to receiving that. So a little bit goes into it. In essence, we need both. We need our instincts, listening to our intuition and reasoning. So sometimes it's hard. It's hard. Unfortunately, many of us are uncomfortable with the idea of just using our own instincts as a guiding tool. But believe me, sometimes something as simple as stopping, catching your breath, and going within for answers can bring about clarity about a relationship or any situation. So learning to listen and trusting the answers that you receive, on the other hand, will take time, practice, and trust. So in order to practice listening to our intuition, I have prepared just a guided meditation that I intuitively felt would be beneficial for you. If not for you, it might be your someone else that you know, that you might share it with them. But before we begin, I want to mention briefly the benefits of meditation. If you don't know, if you listened to it last week, then you have an idea, but I'm going to mention it again. Meditation has really scientifically been proven to this day to have neurological benefits to the brain. Studies have been conducted at Harvard, Yale, UCLA, and even Johns Hopkins. And these studies are proving that meditation can relieve anxiety, stress, improve your attention, concentration, and overall psychological well-being. And there are many, many different styles and approaches to meditation. And today I will be using the guided meditation approach. And if this meditation doesn't resonate with you today, it might another day. You might like a different pace. You might like a different type of meditation. So don't give up on this show or these meditations, because you might not have found the right one. And for some reason, if it's the energy in my words or this broadcast, I encourage you to try other meditations, other styles that might be more beneficial to you at this moment in time in your life. Now let's get prepared to move into our guided meditation. So wherever you are, first we're going to get comfortable. For a meditation, if you're able to sit, you're going to sit nice and tall. If you're able to sit or lay down, you choose whatever feels comfortable for you today. I like to close my eyes, but if it's not comfortable or feasible wherever you are at this moment to close your eyes, keep your eyes open, or just, close them. Just have them at a soft gaze. So get comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. And then next, we're just going to begin some basic breathing exercises to help center and ground your energy. Sometimes this is all we need, just to center and ground our energy, and this alone will help you, energize you throughout the day. So we're going to close your eyes, if you can. You're going to sit up nice and tall, and you're going to begin relaxing everything. Today we're going to start with our feet, and we're going to work our way up to the top of our head. So we're going to relax your ankles. You're going to relax your calves. Relax your knees. And try to relax your hips and your thighs. Relax all of your stomach muscles, your upper, your lower abs, your obliques. You can relax your chest. You're just inhaling and exhaling. You're just feeling that chest and just rise and fall with each breath. So you're slowing down that breath. You're inhaling and exhaling, relaxing all of your spine, for your middle, your lower back. Your arms are out to the side, palms up to receive if you're comfortable, either on your lap, your knees, wherever they feel good. Relax your shoulders. Release any tension you have stored up in your neck, all of your facial features. Just let the mouth fall open. Letting the tongue just fall out to the side. Relax your lips. Relax your jaw. Relax your chin, your cheeks, your nose. Relax your ears. Relax your brow. And then your scalp. Relaxing all the skin around your body. And you're just breathing. We'll do 3 full breaths right here. So you inhale gently and then exhale gently. As you inhale, try to fill up the belly all the way up there like a balloon. You're just filling it all the way up. And on the exhale, just pull that belly button back towards your spine, letting go of that outside breath. Just making room for the next breath. 1 more full breath. And try to continue this breathing pattern, just inhaling and exhaling gently and slowly. You can ground and shield your energy with any way that resonates with you. Or you can also imagine a beautiful white light surrounding the whole outside of your body like a cloud or a mist. Beautiful, white, sparkling, brilliant, shining white light. You can affirm to yourself, I am now grounded. You could just give yourself permission to be grounded in this moment. Now bring your awareness to the spiritual eye between the brows of your eyes. Now your eyes are either a soft gaze or they're closed. So you're focusing with your eyes closed. You're going within, and you can attune into all your senses, all your extrasensory senses, your intuition, your sense of sight, your hearing, your smell, your taste, your knowing, your intuition. You're just tuning into your higher self. Feel free if you're already into meditation, and you might want to create an intention for this meditation, just a goal you'd like to accomplish during this meditation. And today we're going to be discussing or going within to listen to our intuition. So it doesn't matter what I tell you to do or not to do, my advice, my opinion, my experiences, it's going to be different for everyone. That's why we go within. And we just practice, and hopefully you have some fun and you take something back with you. So as you bring that awareness to the spiritual eye, I want you to bring the energy down into your heart center. So now we're in your heart center, your heart chakra in the middle of your chest, this energy center here. And we're going to try to go within for answers of truth. So we'll start with some questions that you like to pose, that I like you to pose to yourself about a situation or a person. Perhaps there's a relationship with your family, your coworkers, or your children, or someone in your life that's important that might be bothering you or you don't have resolution on. So we're going to go within and ask yourself, after you picture this person, so picture this person in front of you. So imagine your awareness is in your heart center. Imagine your heart and you're just using your imagination. Imagine your heart is a room. So we're opening the door to the room, and this beautiful light is coming from this heart area. It's shining. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's you. It's all of your energy. It's all of your love. You're beautiful, and you're going in, and you're here, and you're present. You're in this moment, and you're going to imagine that person in front of you that perhaps you're having a hard time discussing something with or communicating with. They're going to sit down in front of you, and you're going to ask yourself, and just be honest with yourself, what do you really need? What do you really need from this person, from this situation? And see what answer pops up in your mind. You might think of the thought, you might hear it, you might feel it. It could be something you already knew or something that just is a new awareness to you. Didn't even know you needed that. You didn't know you needed communication. You didn't know you needed a little respect. You didn't know you needed a little bit more intimacy from them. Now let's think of another question. And again, these are questions you could ask your own question at any time, or come back and listen to the meditation and ask different questions. But right now you're not expecting a question, so you'll most likely receive the answer immediately. So why am I not receiving it? Why am I not receiving this thing that I need? Be honest with yourself. Be open. Be truthful. Why are you not receiving it? Are you blocking it? Do you have a wall up? Does it even have to do with this person, why you're not receiving it? Do you feel like you're unworthy of this love or this communication? Are you being the negative one, or what is it? Is it just miscommunication? Now be honest with yourself. How can you receive it? If you have a wall up, how can you receive it? Is it just about changing your thought patterns? Do you have negative beliefs? Bad habits that you carried on from another relationship or another job or another experience or situation? Another question you can ask, what is missing? What am I missing here? What am I missing from this relationship? What am I missing from the situation? What am I not seeing? If I'm honest with myself, what is missing? Now, what needs to change? What needs to change in order to get this thing that you want that perhaps you weren't receiving? Or maybe you were receiving it, but you weren't receiving it with an open heart. You were reluctant to really receive it with an open heart. So what do you need? What needs to change? And be honest with yourself. You're in your heart. You're being honest. What needs to change? Do they need to change? Do you need to change? What happens if we forget? We forget to communicate to people what we want, but sometimes we don't communicate because we don't even know what we want. So these questions, these exercises, going within, just centering your energy, is really about you getting to know yourself. They say that you need to love yourself first. That's true. You need to love yourself first. But if you don't know how you receive love or what love means to you, because it can mean many different things. Love can mean intimacy for some people, communication for others. It might not be the same for the other person. The other person might be happy to go along with whatever it is that makes you happy. Nothing would mean more to them than to see you happy. But you have to communicate that to them. So are you holding back from communicating? Are you holding back from being honest with yourself? And sometimes it's about forgiving ourselves from even past things that we brought into relationships. Again, it could be work. It could be your boss. It could be perhaps you got divorced or ended a relationship, and then we just brought it on to this relationship. So it really has nothing to do with this person or this situation. So while we're in our heart right here, in our heart center, being honest with ourselves, we're going to forgive ourselves for perhaps putting these expectations on ourselves or another person that had nothing to do with them or that you've been carrying around. Forgive yourself for carrying these burdens or these memories with you that no longer serve your highest good. Know that you don't need these bad habits, these limiting beliefs, these negative thoughts, you know. So you're listening to your intuition. You're trusting what you're getting. It's going to take time. It's going to take practice. You have to be honest with yourself. You also have to forgive the others. Doesn't mean you have to talk to them again. You just forgive the situation. Sometimes we think we forgave. I really forgave them already. I thought I did this work. I thought I went to therapy. I thought I meditated. But sometimes it's like an onion. You got to peel layers and layers and layers so you really get to the core, so you really, really release and forgive and let go. So give yourself permission. I now release any limiting beliefs that no longer serve my highest good. I let go of any expectations that aren't realistic, that aren't for my highest good at this time. I forgive myself for holding myself back from really stepping into my power, into my purpose. I forgive myself for not letting myself have the freedom to just be joyful and happy. You deserve to be loved and you deserve to be happy. Everybody does. And it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. This didn't happen overnight. These habits, these limiting beliefs, these expectations, these walls that go up, you're shielding, you're protecting yourself. So really figure out, what are you protecting yourself from? Be honest with yourself. And when you're ready, release it. Forgive the other people. Forgive yourself. And I'm going to give you a moment to ask your own question. I won't ask you a question, and I'll be back to get you just in a few moments. So inhale, ask yourself a question about the situation or a person, something you need to know while you're here in this energy. I'm holding this energy. We're connecting all our hearts together, this community that's listening live and in the archives. My intention is to help bring harmony to you, to me, to the listeners, to anyone that hears about this show. And the energy is completely beautiful and expansive. We're all connecting each other. We are connecting our hearts, whether you ever meet me or meet anyone on this show or any listener that's listening to the same show. We are all connected. We all have the same feelings and ups and downs, and, you know, just how we handle it. And sometimes some other people have the tools. Sometimes we just need to be reminded. So go ahead, take a moment, ask another question or two. So inhale, exhale. This is also a perfect time when you're in these moments to give yourself, not only to give yourself permission to let go or release or forgive, but also to invite. Give yourself permission. I invite love into my life. I invite respect into my life. I invite joy and peace into my life, into my heart, into my everyday. You could also create affirmations. These are just one word, a few words that you can repeat to remind yourself to be positive, to be in this loving place. In every moment, I trust my inner voice. I listen to my intuition. You could say that a few times. I listen and trust my inner guidance. I listen and trust my gut feeling, my compass, my nudge, my innate feeling, whatever you want to call it. my intuition. I listen. I trust. I am open. So now, we're going to just gently and slowly come back to awareness. Start to come back to awareness. If your eyes are closed, when you open them, it might be a little hazy, so just open your eyes gently and slowly. You can start wiggling your fingers, your toes. You can also raise your arms above your head. Give yourself a nice stretch in each direction. And you're going to come back. You're going to be back feeling lighter, a little more energized, a little free. You freed up some space in that heart center. More space for beautiful things, things that bring you love, things that bring you passion, things that bring you closer to yourself. You're bringing that energy back with you. And you want to try to bring that energy with you throughout the day, throughout the week, letting it energize you and everybody around you. I want you to remember to just keep that heart open. Be open to receive, open to heal, open to new things. And from this heart space, from your heart center, if you like, you can imagine sending blessings and love to everybody that's listening live in the archives, if you feel guided to. Take a moment to blessings and love to your own family, your friends, your loved ones, our beautiful planet Earth and the universe without judgment. So you can imagine connecting like a light from your heart to every heart. You don't need to know everybody. Just create the intention. I want to connect to everybody's heart. I want to send them blessings. I want to send them love. You can imagine that light from your heart just circling around the whole beautiful planet Earth, uniting us, our consciousness, raising the vibration, raising that love. And believe me, I've seen it. I've seen it in my dreams, in my meditations. I see with my own eyes that it makes a difference. Each prayer is connected to a prayer. Each blessing is connected, and it creates this huge, big energy that unites everything and everyone and raises us and lifts us. So don't think you can't make a difference. Send the prayers, send the blessings. Remember to breathe. Remember to go within to listen to your intuition. Remember to center your energy. Remember to be honest with yourself. And so, before you go, you can follow Be the Light Radio for updates on upcoming shows and become part of our Be the Light family. Join us each week as we learn, grow, and inspire each other to become our best selves and help us grow a community rooted in love. If you want to find out more about me, please visit my website at www.loveopensall.com, opens with an S. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Love Opens All. And today, I thank you for listening. And let's learn to live in harmony, one breath at a time. Have a great day. Bye for now.